Welcome back to my channel. This is Ingenious Giacomo, and today we are building a partition on a hallway, basically a wall divided into sections one to the other. The dimensions were 100 inches high and 59 inches wide. Luckily I was able to find studs on both sides, and I was able to use the stud as main support. I did support the upper part of the new frame with the cement bar on the roof. Sometimes there is metal, sometimes there is cement. I was luckily able to support that, although it wasn't really needed because it's not that tall. It has support from the side, and on the bottom I use concrete screws anchored to the concrete right underneath the carpet in case they need to remove it one day. So I use a very good amount of screws, and I use 4x2s for the main frame to hold my drywall. I got several sheets of drywall. You know, they're normally 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide. I got like 4 of them, yeah. And there was plenty for the job. So that's it, a bunch of screws, of course. You know, I use longer screws for the side. They're 3 inches long. Actually, yeah, they were 3.5. Because I want to grab the metal studs inside the wall as support, and I use concrete screws like 3 inches long, 3.5. They were 3.5 also. So that's it. Now you're gonna see step by step. I do apologize for this beginning, but my footage got lost somehow, and I had to start from scratch. But I had the ending part of it. Somehow they were saved correctly. It took us like 3-4 hours. A total of 6 hours with painting, sanding, and everything. So the wall is up. We put extra screw for support, and now the baseboard. Of course, I mean, the last thing is the baseboard. We're gonna put the mud, then of course sand it, and now we're gonna do the other side, but we're gonna put the insulation in between. But so far it's been like 2.5 hours. Yeah, 9, you know, 3.5 almost so far. Okay, now we finished one side already with the screw and the drywall. This is the open side. We put the insulation to reduce the noise bleed between the two sections. And now we're gonna put the drywall, and then of course all the finishing touches, but we are pretty much done with our partition wall. Well, we actually finished with the drywall. The insulation is inside. Now we get the tape. We're gonna tape it, of course, and use the compound to finish it up. Gonna wait until tomorrow. It's getting too late today. Then we're gonna sand it and paint it, and that's it. So far we started around 9, so like 4 hours. Okay, we are on the finishing touches on the wall. We put mud on the joints. As you can see, you can barely see the joints, you know, we see the white spots on it. I already sanded. I use this drywall plaster thing, you know, sanding screens, and I use this little hand tool because it's not a big surface. I don't need to use anything bigger than this. And now, of course, I'm gonna put some masking tape around the edges. I really don't want to paint the other wall, so unless I have to. And baseboard, because there was carpet there, I put a white baseboard. I'm gonna paint it to match the wall. It's fine, and that's it. So I'm gonna start now touching up, you know, the corners, and then I'm gonna use a roller and my paint. I did a match. I hope they got close enough. Look like it is, especially when it's dry. And let me get going with the painting and touching up. I'm gonna show you the final product once I'm doing. It was, like I said, 59 inches by 100 inches wall as a partition on a hallway. I'm done with the first coat of paint. Like, it was a pretty good match considering that, like, you know, I took a little piece from the wall behind the studs I mounted, and I went to Lowe's and they matched it. It was an eggshell, and the color, of course, you got to wait when it's dry. This is the first coat. By the way, I got to give him a second coat later on. It's getting too late, they're closing up, so I'll do the rest tomorrow. And of course I'm gonna clean the carpet. I bring a carpet cleaning machine because there's a little too much dust for my taste, so I will clean the carpet also. So that's it. We're pretty much done. Second coat tomorrow, and that's the final product. Of course, there is the other side of the wall where the same issue is happening, but it will be done tomorrow. That's it.